Hey everyone, it's me. I'm here to do a Aries monthly reading for April 2021. And I'm going to do my best to fly through these so we can really get through the 12 signs, okay? So if you are an Aries, this is related to you and happy birthday. All right. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like if you like, click some heart buttons, etc. All right, so we have a lot of cards, okay? So we're just gonna connect to the energy. Let's call in some positive energy for everyone that's watching. Hopefully you can see and hear me okay, and comment if it's not up to snuff. Angel of the Past Judgment. Okay, right away I'm feeling a lot of heat. And I was just doing my gardening and something told me to come up and do this reading right away, okay? So what that's telling me is there's quickness. There's a fire energy, which is great because that's how we are, but it feels like too much all at once. So the Judgment card is telling us that everything is going to take care of itself. You don't need to do all of these things in order to get to where you need to go. So remind yourself of that, okay? So hello to whoever's watching. Feel free to say hello. Do you have any Aries friends? Try to do your best to think about who is an Aries, how it relates to them. Six of Swords, or share it with your Aries friends. Resolution. Okay. So, do my best with the lighting here. So, Six of Swords is telling us again that when it comes to our mental health, that we have to really be careful that we're not consuming too much of anything. So, be very careful that you're not overindulging at this time. As I was saying, there's a stress component coming up. And if you're feeling like there's too much happening, you might not think before you go and do things. And that is typical of an Aries to do. They can be quite impulsive, and that's what makes them so awesome. But at the same time, it's where they can get quite discouraged because they might get frustrated with themselves. Okay, so do your best to compromise with yourself when you're having arguments with yourself. All right, then we have Three of Pentacles action. Okay, this is telling us to have a bit more fun when we have time off. So when you have a little bit of time, take advantage of it. Hang out with friends, do fun things. So for instance, today I ended up with a block in my schedule and I went out and I bought a bunch of plants that I'm now planting, which is fabulous because it's really, really helpful around this full moon, okay? So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Go and actually spend money. If it's your birthday too, it's a perfect time. Don't be afraid to spend money. Five of Pentacles, talking about people who aren't paying attention to finances, that maybe you're taking, actually, as I was saying, too many risks, like you're not stopping to slow down and take the risk, all right? Burdens, Ten of Wands, is telling us that we might be taking on too many of other, like too much of other people's, pardon my language, but like shit. And what that means is it just might be like that you want to like people please or accommodate. And I think that you're starting to realize that that's not really working in your favor because it's supposed to be a time for you. And if it's not, then pay attention to it. And this is going to connect to people in different ways. I can't tell you how many of the same cards are coming up here. So King of Swords, decisions, okay? Decisions are telling us that it's about mind over matter. So sometimes we have to build up a little bit of strength and discipline when we're going through hardship. That's what's coming up. But I'm going to say difficult times. So tell yourself, like, do some self-talk and say, you know what, you're doing a great job, like it's okay, it's not that big of a deal, little things like that. And of course, if you have a support system, use your support system, but if you don't, just do your best by yourself, okay? And then we have the Fool, Angel of Innocence. Okay, and so Angel of Innocence is telling us that there's some worry and fear that's coming up as well. So just pay close attention to when you have a fear, just notice it, observe it, don't analyze it, and then just take note that maybe that's something you want to release and deal with. Again, because we're feeling so optimistic at times that we're forgetting about little tiny things that kind of make the world go round. So perhaps it's focusing a bit more on the logical than you typically do. And although I have a bunch more cards, I just feel like calling it there because I want to keep it kind of at the 5-minute level, so I'm going to be able to do everyone. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you are an Aries, reach out to a fellow Aries and let me know what you're up to and how things are going. Bye for now.